What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Today I want to talk about love, and the reason I want to is because on pace with my last two videos, I was in my first wedding ever today as a groomsman, and I was very, very thankful to have that opportunity, and it was a beautiful, amazing wedding, and congratulations to the Baileys. Thank you guys for letting me be a part of it, and thank you for being such a great friend, and I'm genuinely so happy and thankful for Brady finding his person. It was funny because at the end of the night, me and Brady kind of embraced, and he was telling me, dude, like we did it, we found our girls, and we used to always talk about he just stuttered like crazy. He was my roommate in college and for 2 years, and we never really hung out with girls. We weren't like the type of guys to just sleep with girls like that. We were more so on the same page of looking for a person, and we both were hopeless romantics trying to find our girl, and we would always talk about it a lot. It was probably one of our main conversation pieces, was just trying to find our person and how difficult it was in today's world. And to see that he finally found his person, and I think that I found mine as well, or I know that I have, it's a blessing, and I'm super thankful to be in the position that we both are. And it's just, sometimes you got to trust God even whenever things don't make sense. And with Brady, he's definitely been in positions where it seems like he's not going to find his person, and I was in the same boat at the same time period of life, which is kind of crazy that we experienced that together, where we thought we found something and it ended up not working out. And we had trust in God and trust in one another, and it was just really cool to see how things played out, and I was very thankful to be a part of that. And while we're on the topic of love, I want to talk about how difficult it can be. I've had the privilege to have an amazing woman as my girlfriend, and even though from an outside perspective things are so amazing with us, which they are amazing even from an inside perspective, we also have hardships. We also go through things, and it's a blessing to be able to go through things. It's a blessing to be able to be made closer and stronger through the hardships. And if you and your person, I don't know who I'm talking to exactly in this message, but whoever needs to hear it, if you and your person are going through something that's difficult, it's important to do it with the mindset of, can we come out of this stronger? Because if that's not your intention, if your intention is to just make the other person happy and not truly try to hear them out and truly try to find a middle ground where you guys both agree and both feel like you're heard and validated and going to become closer because of what you were going through. God gives us tests and God gives us trials for a reason. If we're going through the same cycle over and over and over again, it's because there's something that he wants us to learn from it. And I recommend, if you guys are going through the same thing like me and my girlfriend had in the past, to try and understand why you guys are. And if it seems like it's the exact same cycle, there's a reason for it. And it's because God wants you to both grow closer in a way that you would have never experienced unless you went through this hardship. And in the moment of it, it's just like, it's really, really hard, because even though I know this is my person, whenever we're in the moment of fighting like that, like I think anybody is, it's like you question things. And as we've gone through more and more trials, which there really hasn't been many, the relationship's been amazing throughout the vast majority of it, but in the subtle moments where we do have arguments or disagreements, in the moment it's really hard to see what the point or the purpose is, and it's hard to see the future. It's just to see that you're not being understood, not being heard in the moment. But as we've gone through more, and as we've tried to keep God at the center of our relationship, and as we've tried to hear each other out, truly hear each other out, I think that we're closer than we've ever been, and I think that we're only going to continue to grow closer as we go through more hardships, because they're not going to go away. You're not just going to get to a point where it's like, yeah, we'll literally never going to fight ever again. If you plan to be with that person for the rest of your life, there's going to be some disagreement on a small scale or a large one, but you guys are going to be able to get better at navigating it, or you're going to get a lot worse. It's one of the two things. You're either going to begin to resent one another because you aren't hearing each other out and you aren't trying to get to the bottom of it. You're just saying yes because you think your girlfriend wants to hear yes, or you're saying yes because you think your partner wants to hear yes, or you're being disagreeable, or you're not doing it with the intention of, hey, I want to tell you how I'm feeling, because I don't want to bottle this up, and I don't want to affect our relationship in the future because I bottled it up and then I exploded on you. And in the same sense, you want to hear them out, and you want to, I don't know why I'm trying to give you guys all the therapy advice for a relationship, but truly at the end of it, I just want whoever's watching this, whoever needs to hear it, to know that there's a reason that you guys are going around the same circle, and it's to make you guys stronger. If that's what your intention is, if your intention is to grow for your partner and your intention is to be a better person for your partner, then that's what's going to happen. If your intention is to feel good, if you want to feel good after an argument, if like, yeah, I won the argument, then that's why the relationship might last. It might get to a certain point where you said yes whenever, or not even to like feel good. Maybe you just say yes to hear her stop arguing, or the same sense you do to hear him stop arguing. You just say okay, and you don't actually express how you're feeling. You don't actually try to hear them out in the same sense. You just try to get it to end. The relationship might last a really long time, but then it gets to a point where you want to express yourself, or they want to express themselves, and all of that pushing it off is going to lead to you guys being distant in the future. But if you guys can take it head on at this point, because everybody has hardships in their relationship, take it head on and do it with the intention of growing closer, then that's what's going to happen. So that's the message. Congratulations to the Baileys. Have a blessed night. Thank you guys so much for watching.